The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Jets, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
On gain of a yard, brings up 3rd and 1.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the 1st quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Achane. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on third.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Cook up the gut. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Next to score, Jets 7, Dolphins 0. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
All right, come on.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
2 and now on first down. And that is incomplete here. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy has the legs to escape most of these.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Tua on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Tua going to try and go quickly here.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Hill going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a dump off here complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers now on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Right back to Cook for him. And a loose football. Well, CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more conventional manner. This time picking up the fumble and taking it in for 6.
Yeah, he bailed his team out with a stupid score right there. Multiple touchdowns in this game for him, and he's not complaining how he got it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up. 2 and now on first down. It's Hill, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They run again on first down. Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And they're going to speed things up here.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's Cook again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers now to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, 626. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And a Garrett Wilson. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On play action, here's Tua. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. From the 46, here's second down and 1. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Left side, Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, Rodgers. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
26.
Now Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. Touchdown Jets. Dalvin Cook from 13 yards out. And the Jets will add to their fourth quarter lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Jets 31, Dolphins 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. They're on 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
32 yards. That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it up, and the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. But if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw, Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets,
their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6 and 8 on the year.
and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7 and 7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hangover.